Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have a beer from a new brewery that I have not reviewed yet. This is from Sixpoint Brewing Company, and they are out of Brooklyn, New York, but they also have a location in Memphis, Tennessee. And they've also were recently purchased and or merged with Victory and Southern Tier. So, they're part of that. I guess it doesn't really change where it's brewed out of, but I think they might be doing some one-off stuff here down in Charlotte too, which is cool because they have a location here. But anyways, this beer, it's called Barrel Aged 4Beans. It is a barrel-aged Imperial Porter with cacao, husks, coffee, and Madagascar vanilla beans. So, I've never had the regular 4Beans either, so I'm kind of excited to try this. But, I can't see it. Okay. But I always wondered why it was called 4Beans, because it's coffee, vanilla, and cacao. So where's the fourth one? I don't know, but I heard good things about this, and I saw it on the shelf around here, so I figured I'd do a review of it. I'm pretty excited. Sixpoint in general is known for these. They're 12-ounce cans, but they're in these like super tall, skinny Red Bull cans, which is kind of. I don't think there's anything good or bad about it. It's just unique, so I guess it's a way for them to stand out on the shelf, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. So, and this is 11.0 ABV, so it's a big guy. Let's see what we got here. So as you can see, it pours a pretty dark brown to black color with the slightly bigger than one finger's worth of a beige head. Ooh, that smells really nice. That smells real nice. Honestly, the nose on this reminds me of KBS or Bourbon County Coffee. There's a good bit of bourbon, but there's definitely a ton of dark roasted coffee too. Man, that smells really good. I'd like to say that there's more in it, but I'm really not getting anything else besides those two things. But those two things that are there are really, really, smell really, really nice. Oh, that's good. Whew. That has a lot of bourbon flavor in it. Whew, man. But the bourbon is like really up front. You get a big kick of bourbon up front, but then it flows into this really nice like mocha coffee flavor, because you definitely get coffee, but there's a really nice like milk chocolate character to this in the back end too. Whew. I'm trying to. Now that I think about it, so I did see that it says it's in rye and bourbon barrels, even though it says bourbon barrels up front. Because on the back. Or no, it doesn't say bourbon, it just says barrel aged, but on the back it does say special blend of liquid aged in rye whiskey and bourbon barrel, so. And I'm picking up a little of the rye. It's a little spicy, which is fine. It's just a thing that I'm getting. I was trying to think of what this reminds me of, but now that I think about it, because I was like, this reminds me of something I had similar, but now I know what it is. It reminds me of Lagunitas Willetized. It's not quite as hefty as that because that beer is like 13.5%. It's gigantic, but the coffee and barrel character really kind of reminds me of that. And yeah, I mean, this is boozy as hell, but you know, sometimes I like to know that I'm drinking a huge freaking beer. And some people might call this thin. To me, it's not thin. It's just not super thick and under attenuated. I think it's really nice. It is a really good blend of coffee and bourbon. Like I said, there's some milk chocolate undertones to it. I don't remember what I paid for this, and I'm kind of pissed that I don't remember because now that I'm trying it, I don't remember it being too crazy in price. I'm guessing, I know it was in the single digits. If it was in the double digits, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have bought it. So I would say anything in the single digits, this is definitely worth it. You know, because that'd be and if it was even if it was $9, that'd be an $18.750 of this, roughly, or Bomber, somewhere between that. A good barrel aged coffee stout or porter, whatever you want to call it, and I would definitely be all about that. But I would rather have it in the smaller serving because I don't need a giant bottle of this. Excuse me. This is pretty good. It's pretty good, especially from a bigger brewery. Everyone thinks that only small breweries can make like really good beers, but this is pretty good. So this is definitely a buy for me. I would buy this again for sure. I'm probably actually I did see it recently at a bottle shop by me, so I'm gonna probably go and grab more of it because it is really tasty. It's a nice beer. It's big. But I think it only comes off that way because it's not overly sweet. So it's really, really nice. I'm glad I bought it, and I would definitely buy this again. So I think that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.